Hello! If you're seeking help for absolute value, this is the video. In this tutorial, I will be helping you understand clearly how to solve absolute value. Absolute value looks like these examples. Basically here, it is asking you, what is the distance from 0? So if the absolute value of 2 equals 2, it's because it's 2 away from 0, as seen on the number line here. Not all equations in absolute value are a single-digit thing, so continue watching the video so your grades can be here and not end up like this. As I said, not all equations for absolute value are quite as simple as the last. Some will look like this. When this happens, you may be very confused, as it is a new equation, but it's quite simple once you get the gist of it. When this happens, you need to look for two possible outcomes. The two possible outcomes are x minus 5 equals negative 12, and the other outcome would be x minus 5 equals positive 12. This goes for any equation. Whatever is after the equal sign, you would do two equations, one being positive, one being negative. To solve it, you would begin adding plus 5 on both sides of the equal sign. That would cancel out the 5 on the left side, bringing the x down, and the equal sign down also. And 12 plus 5 is 17. So x equals 17. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But we still have the other equation, so you would add 5 on both sides once again. And then that would bring the x down, but negative 12 plus 5 would be a negative 7 because they're different signs, and you would subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, which is the negative 12. To check it, you would plug in the x. So since x equals negative 7 minus 5 equals negative 12. Add 5 on both sides, and then you have negative 7 equals negative 7, because negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7, telling you is correct. Now let's check the other. Since x equals 17, it would be 17 minus 5 equals 12. You would add 5 on both sides, and then that would be 17 equals 17, since 12 plus 5 is 17. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There's also a possibility of something like this equation. 3x minus 4 plus 6 equals 10. There's an equation outside of the absolute value. It's simple to solve though. You just do the opposite, which would be minus 6 on both sides of the equal sign, and then bring it all down. 3x minus 4 equals 4. The reason we don't have the 6 is because we canceled it out. So now you would do, once again, two possible outcomes. 3x minus 4 equals 4, and 3x minus 4 equals negative 4. You would then add 4 on both sides of the equal sign, and then this would be equivalent to 0 and 3x. Now, since there is 3 times x, you would do the opposite and divide it by 3 to cancel out the 3 and make it just an x. The answer here would be 0. Then you would add 4 for the other one on both sides. 3x equals 8. You would divide by 3 to do the opposite of multiplication, and since there's no way to simplify 8 over 3, the answer is x equals 8 over 3. Your two answers are x equals 8 over 3 and x equals 0. So those are the basics of absolute value. I hope this helped, and please leave a like. Get out there and solve some equations. Good luck.